record this too. So I'll post the recording of our little call and little information. I'll post the recording into our tracker app, and that way you can go back and watch it if you want later. Even Melissa, if you just want to listen now, and you can watch later. And then for anyone that missed it tonight, they'll be able to see too. Okay, so I am going to just share my screen with you guys and show you some resources and just kind of talk to you about the overview about just kind of more or less how our challenge group will work. And just so you can ask some questions. I just call it my little kickoff meeting. And I like to start by saying, will it be easy? No. This is not going to be an easy 30 days for you. You're going to be developing new habits and, getting your lifestyle onto a different track. And that's not easy. With change comes challenge, but will it be worth it? You bet it will be. So just keep that in mind. That's a quote that I always like to think about in my head when I start something new. It's not going to be easy, but in the end, we know it's going to be worth it. So just get your mindset there, and let's get our heads in the game and really kick this off with a great start. So tonight, we're just going to talk a little bit about the ins and outs of your workouts, your eating, and your meal plan. Mostly, that's going to be our sole focus. We'll talk a little bit about Shakeology too, and then I'm just open the floor from there for any questions that you may have about our group. Okay? And feel free to pop in and ask questions as we go. It's just the two of you, so feel free to ask anything that comes up along the way. Just interrupt me. I like to talk a lot, but you can always interrupt. So, our tips for working out. Again, just some motivation. I can and I will. Just watch me. You can do anything you put your mind to. Honest to God, I promise. And I just want you to all believe in that and see your potential. So we're working through different workouts here in this group. Some of you are working through a 21-day fix, some country heat, some fix extreme. So I just started PiYo on Monday. So I'm even doing a whole new little workout myself. So the tips are just to find, first of all, there's no shame when you're getting started out in a new, this should be number one, not number two. When you're getting started out in a new program, you're not going to be wonderful at every single move right away. Every Beachbody program has a modifier. They have a person in the DVDs that will stand in the front and they'll point them out to you when you get started, and there's no shame in modifying your moves at first to get used to them. And I promise you guys, you're going to get stronger every single day, and you're going to be doing moves that you could not even think about doing on day one. You're going to be mastered at and so strong by day if you're doing country heat 30 or 21 if you're doing the 21-day fix. So just know that there's no shame in using those modifiers getting started out. My number one tip for your workouts is it's really easy to let excuses pour in. It's really easy to get really busy. We're all really super busy people. I tend to attract the busy people to come and work with me. So I have a really good feeling that every single one of you here are really super busy just like I am. And it's hard. It's really easy to let excuses pour in. So you have to find a time that's going to work for you every single day to work out. For me, it's early in the morning because I know if I get up and I just get it done, then no matter what comes my way during the day, it's going to get done. It's going to be over with, honestly. It's me time, and I enjoy that. And you need to make sure your workouts are your you time too. Working out is it's a lot more than just to work on yourself on the outside. It's for your inside too. It's for your well-being and your health and your mental clarity. You're going to find so many perks from your workouts. You're going to be feeling great about yourself. So make sure you get them in. No excuses, no distractions for this challenge group, okay? Just follow that plan, follow the calendar. Every program came with a calendar that you can follow, and I hope you guys have been able to find. I know a lot of you are still waiting on your packages, but I did post in there today about how to access everything on Beachbody On Demand. And if you guys don't know how to do that, we could talk about that at the end of the call. I can show you the on-demand features. And finally, the last one, even if you want to die and crawl over, which I don't think most of you will, but during your workout. If you can't complete a whole round of one of the moves that they're working on, just keep moving, walk in place or jog in place, and just wait for the next thing to start, and you'll be ready to go there. So before I move on, does anyone have any questions about the workout? You can either just talk or you can chat it in the chat bar. Anybody questions about your workouts?
I'm good so far.
Good so far? Did you guys, I know Danielle, you got your package, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Danielle has hers. And then Melissa, you were able to get onto On Demand, right?
Yeah, my package I think should be here tomorrow. I hope.
Yeah, you should be
I was
getting
trying to track it.
usually about 5 days. So I know you ordered last weekend, so you should be getting it for sure. But you were able to see like the calendar and the meal plan and all of that, and where to find your workouts from that video.
I haven't actually looked at the workouts, but I think know how to do them. I've been mainly just looking at.
Right. Well, I mean, we haven't really gotten there yet, so that's no big deal. I'm glad you found the rest though, because that's really what's important during our prep week. So that's really good. All right, so we're gonna move to nutrition now, and honestly, if you haven't done this yet, you can grab a little sheet of paper or work on it. You can either do this calculation right on your phone. So what you need to do first is figure out your caloric needs, your calorie level that you're going to work on. And this says 21 Day Fix Meal Guide, but the Country Heat program also uses this container system. So anything you see that's 21 Day Fix nutrition plan, Danielle, it's going to work for Country Heat because it uses the exact same meal plan that the 21 Day Fix does, just so you know. So if you're out there searching for things online on Pinterest or anything, you can search 21 Day Fix approved things, and they're Country Heat approved too, because they follow the same plan. So what you need to do is put in your current weight. Okay, so we're going to figure out this calorie need. Then you multiply your weight times 11, and that gives you a baseline. So everybody done that?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you take your baseline, whatever your weight times 11 was, and you add 400. That's going to be your calorie burn during the day. Considering just average calorie burn, and then your fixed calorie burn, so how many calories you'll burn through your workout, and that's your calorie need. Okay, so then you take those two numbers. You take your you take your need, and then you subtract 750 calories from that. So you take your weight times 11, and then you add 400 to that number. That's your calorie need. And then you take your calorie need minus 750 calorie deficit, and you're going to get your target calories. Then you can look over here and decide which target calories you go into. So if your calories, let's say, were 1,320, if that's the number that you got, you would fall into plan A right here. That's a 1,000 or 1,200 to 1,499. If it was between 1,500 and 1,799 calories, you'd fall into the B plan, then the C plan, or the D plan based on the number you got there. So does everybody know what plan they're on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So everybody did that calculation, and now what we'll be able to do is decide how many of each container you get per day. So remember, our color-coded containers go right in line with different food groups. I'm actually going to pull up a different, you can see a little better.
Gosh, I wish I could see your screen.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I don't know why it's not working on my iPhone.
Okay, but you know what bracket you're in, what plan you're in?
I think so. I did it earlier.
Okay, good.
I've been online looking at all that, so I think I'm okay.
Okay, cool. So now you can, I guess this really doesn't help. Okay, hang on. So first of all, let's say you're on plan A, that means you get 3 green containers, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 spoons. And you're probably like, what the heck does that mean? What that means is each container goes with a food group. So your green container are your vegetables. Your purple are your fruits. Your reds are your proteins. The yellows are your grains, your carbohydrates. Then your blues are your healthy fats. Oranges are your seeds, nuts, and dressings. And your teaspoons are your nut oils, your nut butters, any of that stuff. And of course, there's also some free foods like water, lemon, ginger, garlic, spices, things like that. So this is really handy to have. And also, so do you guys understand, I mean, before I move on, you understand like how each container correlates with each different group? Yeah? Does everybody know with that? Okay, cool. So from there, then you can start creating your meal plan. And I do so wish you had your screen up, Melissa, because you could see all this awesomeness. But Danielle, you can see my Google Drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm actually going to share this entire folder with you guys, and I'll show you what's inside. So what I'll do is if you can just, do you want to just, I'll actually share it with you right this second. You can just spell out your emails, and Danielle, you want to spell it out for me?
Sure, it's DANIELLE period DZVONICK@gmail.com.
Yeah, it was the last name that I would have butchered. Okay, so I'm going to send that to you. And except, did I spell it wrong? That's weird that it didn't. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm Melissa. Do you want to spell out your email to me?
MPOFF9125.
Is it M, just MPOFF?
As in Frank.
Sorry, you broke up. So MPOFF, and then what were the numbers?
9125
9125?
at Gmail.
Okay. Okay, so I just sent you guys this entire folder. So anything that you see me showing you, you're going to have access to. I hope that's helpful for you.
Perfect.
So what's that?
I said perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So if you go into the meal plan example folder to get started, oh no, that's not what I wanted to show you. If you go into 21 Day Fix resources, and Danielle, like I said, this works for Country Heat too. There are blank meal planners here in this folder. They're kind of scattered around. Before I hit the meal planners though, there's also just some other visuals for you, like what each container is. There's a shopping list you can use. There is just some meal ideas. So when you start planning out your meal plan, of course, this is going to go slow. I hate that. Okay, here we go. So just some different ideas of combinations of things like yogurt, berries, almond slices for breakfast, or, zucchini, squash, and a sweet potato for your lunch. Just some different combinations to help you kind of like get started for your first meal plan. And I love I was showing you this earlier, the food list. I print this out because I like how all the containers and the list of the foods are in one place, instead of having to flip through your book and like see, oh, well, yellow container, I got to go back 5 pages. I like to have it all right in one place. And then I stuck this baby right up on my fridge so that I remembered, what each container was as I went out. And then one thing, your main focus when you get this access to this folder is to find the blank meal planner that goes along with your calorie bracket. I'm just going to pull open this one to show you just what it is. Oh, this is Plan A. So if you were working on Plan A, you can use this meal planner. And I love it because what I do is I just, I'm a paper pencil kind of girl. I make mine usually on paper and pencil. I just print this off and then I write right in what I'm going to have for each meal. And so let's say for breakfast, I was going to have 2 eggs. And I know from my food list, my 2 eggs is a red container. So I'd write 2 eggs in this box, and then you can just mark off an R for red container. And then maybe I'm going to have some, I don't know, pineapple with it, or fruit or whatever, or an apple. I'm going to have a fruit serving with my eggs. So I'm going to write the fruit down and I'm going to cross out a purple container. And then maybe I'm going to have a piece of whole wheat toast, and I'd write whole wheat toast and I'd cross out a yellow. So as you go, then you can, as you plan out your day, you can just cross out the containers that you've used as you create your plan. So you want to do breakfast, lunch, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then you could even do an evening snack if that works for your schedule and works for the containers that you need to get in the day. I will tell you, my best advice to you is to eat every 2 to 3 hours to keep yourself fueled up and just going for your day. And as you plan too, don't get overwhelmed by planning out the whole week to start your plan. Just start with Monday. Write it all out. Get a little plan. Kind of start to see some, you can start to see some patterns in what you want to eat. You might want to stick to the same snacks for the week, just for your grocery shopping wise. You might want to prep the same lunches for your week. So you might be able to repeat things. Personally, my dinner leftovers always make a really great lunch the next night. So when I make my meal plan, I think about my dinner first. And I also think about when I'm going to have my Shakeology, because that's a consistent thing for me every day. So I have Shakeology for breakfast every morning. So in here, that's the first thing I write in here, that I have Shakeology. And then I start planning my dinners. And then I fill in if I want to have any of my dinner leftovers as lunch, I put that in the lunch. So, you kind of have to take it one step at a time. And just the first one, just know it's difficult. It's going to take you a little bit of time to make your first meal plan. But it gets easier every single week. I can whip mine out in about 10 minutes now. So, just know that it gets easier. And to help you get started with your first plan, there is a whole folder here of meal plan examples. And the cool thing about this meal plan example too, and I'm going to show you it in just a second when it loads. Every time I get on calls with people, like my computer goes so slow.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, yeah.
So,
I can't hear you.
is Shakeology a meal considered?
Yeah, Shakeology is considered a meal. Now, that being said, you can have it as a snack. You don't have to have it as, it just needs to be on your meal plan as either breakfast, lunch, or a snack each day. Don't have it for dinner. I mean, you need to have a dinner, in my opinion. But I like it for breakfast because I'm always late and running out the door, and it's really simple and easy to grab and go, and it keeps me full until about 10 o'clock in the morning, to be honest. And I leave the house at 6:30. So, I mean, it's going to fill you up, especially if you add fruit to it or do any of the fun recipes that I'll show you. It will keep you filled up. It's not and you need to make sure you make it with a blender too. So it's nice and thick and it's not just watered down chocolate, and I think Melissa, you've tried it. So you know how to make it.
I did.
Yeah. So it's gonna keep you.
If you add a banana, is that considered your fruit, correct? One of your fruits.
Yeah. So if you add fruit into your shake, you still have to count them as a fruit serving. Yes. So did you have any other questions so far, Melissa?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. So, and Melissa, when you can see the screen, this will be so helpful for you. But this is just an example meal plan. This is for plan 2. There's also one in there for plan 1 if you're on plan 1. And I just have the workouts in. So make sure the workout calendar is designed for a reason. Make sure on Monday you're doing the workout they say to do. And Tuesday you're doing your upper fix because that's what they say. And Wednesday, lower fix. Don't mix it all up. Make sure you follow the schedule that they gave you. Okay. And I just have in here, you can see during the school week, I'm drinking my Shakeology every day. And then on the weekends, I like to make, an egg and veggie omelet with some oatmeal or toast and have some fruit. So I love breakfast food. So, I mean, I still try to get that in. Anyway, just some snack ideas. I really like having oatmeal with a banana, or I am a big fan of Greek yogurt, granola. Hard-boiled eggs are great with a cheese stick or a carrot. It's just really important to combine your food. So never just eat like Greek yogurt on its own, or just have some carrots, or just watermelon. Try to pair it up. So pair a fruit with a protein, or pair a vegetable with a healthy fat, because healthy fats have proteins in them too. So when you do that, when you combine proteins with fruits or complex carbs, you're actually going to stay fuller longer. So pairing up your food and having a substantial snack is just going to keep you full and fueled up too. So that's a really big tip for me. Something that I changed is something that I never did in the past, and it was just a huge game changer for me. Part of these sample meal plans I really do like, and you can steal these ideas for your first week. Like you might not have any great grand ideas yet, and feel free to take any of the recipes out of here. The great thing about the recipe, the dinner recipes that I do have on here, I share. If you go to the next pages of this meal plan, all of my recipes, anything that required a recipe. So I have right here is a crock pot recipe, pineapple pork tenderloin. I have a 21-day fixed chicken tortilla soup recipe on this plan. Let's see what else. I have a Mexican lasagna recipe on this plan, which is amazing. And I'm getting inspired for my own meal plan next week. That is definitely going on mine. And then also oatmeal. This is a really good oatmeal recipe with frozen blueberries and peanut butter. It's super tasty. Also a homemade buffalo chicken pizza. So you can see, guys, like this eating plan, you still can eat stuff you love. So that's great. And you eat a lot. So it's really great. But anyway, so that's an example meal plan for you. There's a couple in here. There's one for hardcore in here, but it has some different recipes in it. So I wouldn't look at the plan, but if you wanted to scroll through and check out the recipes, they are different. Does anyone have any questions about the meal plan? About how to get started with writing yours? Yeah?
Do you have to use all of the containers? Let's say it's a day you're not super hungry.
Yes, you have to. You need to be eating all your containers every day. It's not a good thing to like some people will post in my groups. They're like, oh, I did so great today. I even, I had 2 red containers left over, and I'm like, oh no, like you need those. So when we calculated our caloric needs, that's what you need every single day. You don't want to put your body into like a starvation mode. You're gonna end up more hungry, even if you're not super hungry. Like you need, and you might not be the first couple of days. It might be like way too much, not way too much food. It's what you need, but you might not be used to it, and you're probably going to be really full actually, which is kind of crazy because most people when they start a nutrition plan, they're like starving. But yeah, you're going to be really full, and that's a good thing. You're pumping up your metabolism, and you're going to be using all of those nutrients. So yes, your goal every day should be to get all your containers in. That being said, if you miss one, like if you miss a green container on Monday, just make sure you get all your greens in. Don't make up for it. Like don't have an extra the next day, but like make sure that you don't consistently miss the same containers every day. Make sure that you are going back, and the next day just make sure you have, like if you need 4 greens, make sure you eat all 4 greens the next day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so also just so I'm going to wrap up in this little Google Drive. I just want you to see what else I got in here for you. There is an entire folder also of recipes, and these are really awesome. because I'll show you, I already showed you this pork tenderloin one. It was part of my sample meal plan. But what's really cool about all of these is at the very top, they not only give you the recipe, but at the very top, it says 21-day fix. One serving of this would be a fourth of a green container, a half of a purple container, and one red container. So as you're planning out your meals, you can know exactly, it takes the guesswork out of it. You don't have to think about like, oh, well, how many containers should I count that as? It tells you right on these recipes. So honestly, for your first week, these are a great place to start, just for some easy ideas, and to have those container equivalents right there for you, because I think that's the hardest part planning out your first meal plan, is knowing which container you're using. So hopefully that will be helpful. And also right under the recipe file is the Shakeology document. This is just a document of all Shakeology recipe, all of them. If you need more ideas, Pinterest is amazing. They have like every single recipe known to man for Shakeology, but this is just compiled. It has recipes for each different flavor. So really fun, and they're fun ones to try out. So any meal planning questions? I just talked for like so long.
No, I think those documents are very helpful. I'm excited.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you can see them, Danielle. So they should be really helpful. And I just want you to know, like, as you're starting to plan out, please, like, feel free to send me a picture of your meal plan. Please feel free to message me and ask me, any questions that you come about. I understand, like, when you sit down and actually do it yourself, you might come up with some more questions, and that's what I'm here for. I'm your coach. You can post it in the group, or you can message me personally, and I will be more than willing to help you out. Okay? Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. One other thing, I know we have our challenge tracker app, but there's also a 21-day fix app. It's awesome. You can just search 21-day fix app in the App Store, and you can put in all your measurements and stuff, and it does the calorie calculation for you right in the app. And it's a little visual tool that you can log your food every day. So like you would click breakfast, and if you had your Shakeology, you just like click one red, and it would take it away from the daily tallies up here, so that you kind of see how many containers you have left as you work throughout the day. So that's just another resource there for you, if you wanted to track your calories or track your containers in that way. So just as you're planning out, as you're working through your plan, it's just really important, guys, to prep your food too. So what I personally like to do is get my meal plan ready to go by Saturday, and I go to the grocery store either Saturday night or Sunday morning, and I spend a little bit of time, honestly, but it's so worth it. I spend some time just to prep my meals, to get things ready. And I posted a ton of videos about my meal prep on my Facebook page. So, that's one place you can kind of take a look at my meal prep, and I've been posting them in the group, just things that you can do. I do it simple. I just wash and clean my fruits and vegetables, and I measure them out with my containers, and I put them in other Tupperware, and I have them ready for me in the fridge to grab and go throughout the week. I'll cook my chicken. I might make some of my crock pot meals like during the day on Sunday, so that they're ready to grab and go. I just get prepped and ready, and honestly, just make sure that food that is on your plan is in your house, so that you eat it and you use it. That's really the biggest victory of all. Making sure you get your plan by the weekend, and you get to the grocery store over the weekend, so that when come Monday morning, you're ready to roll. Does anyone have any questions about meal prep, like what the heck to do, or is there anything that you're worried about for meal prep or grocery shopping? No?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, that might come about on Saturday or Sunday, and I'll be here for you.
Exactly.
You can text me, call me, whatever. And I just want to remind you how important your Shakeology is in this group. Like I said, there is a wealth of recipes out there, and we want to make sure you love it. So if you're coming across something that, if you're not loving it, make sure you let me know so that we can find a recipe that's great for you. Honestly, it's my secret sauce, guys. It is what it keeps, there's just so many superfoods in there that you can never get out of any source of food that you can find in the grocery store. I mean, you are lucky to be putting that into your body every single day. It's literally the healthiest meal of the day. And so keep that in mind. It's going to keep you full too. You're going to be amazed how full. I was talking about that earlier. Give you a ton of energy, and just those superfoods again, they're going to keep you so filled up. So Danielle, I think you already love your Shakeology, right?
My gosh, I'm obsessed.
Okay, good. And Melissa, you're liking it too, right? Melissa? Okay, I may have lost her. Okay.
Yes.
Do you like Shakeology when you tried it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So you did did you do it with a banana?
No, I did vanilla with almond milk and honey.
Oh, and was it good? That's a really good combo too. You like that?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, good. All right. So I got 2 for 2 that like their Shakeology so far. So that's good. I mean, honestly, everybody usually does love it, but a lot of people sometimes they don't know to like put it in a blender, or, that there are these fun recipes out there, and they just try it like right out of the packet. And honestly, that's not very tasty. So we have to fix that real quick. But like I said, Pinterest has a ton of recipes, and I shared a bunch with you tonight too. So I'm done talking. So I just want to know any kind of questions that you guys have. The floor is yours. So Monday we'll be kicking off our workouts in our official meal plan for the first day, and you'll start logging your workouts and Shakeology in the group. So everybody's seeing how to do that. Any questions you have about that, you can feel free to ask. Anybody?
Thanks.
You don't think, or you're trying to think?
Don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done a lot of research on everything so far, so I think I'm good for now, but I'll text you if I need something.
Yeah, and please, and feel free. You can write my number. You can write my phone number down if you don't have it. It's 724-3. I can wait a second. Do you guys want me to wait a second so you can write it down?
I'm good.
Okay, 724-321-3257.
Okay, still got that 724, huh?
Oh yeah, I will never give that up.
Gotta have a little Pittsburgh in you.
Yeah, I have to leave it. Okay. So yeah, seriously, text me, guys. It's easy for me to text back. It's a lot easier that way. So feel free. Text me back. Text me as you're planning your meals this weekend and all that good stuff.
Oh yes, I already have a grocery list ready.
You got your grocery list? All right, good. And you can share your meal plan with me too if you just want me to like look it over, make sure it's good to go. I mean, I'm sure you guys are going to be awesome at making your own, but if I know I sent it to my coach when I first started, because I was like, oh, I just want her to like give me some reassurance that this is right. So, all right. Any other questions?
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Well, like I said, I will have a recording of this, especially for you, Melissa, if you want to go back and watch it sometime. Okay. And I'll post it into our group as soon as it uploads. I have to upload it to my computer, and then I have to upload it to YouTube. So it could be tomorrow morning before I get it up there in the group, but you can watch it over so you can see what I was showing you. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys have a great night, and I'm really, really excited to have you start your journey on Monday. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.